Hey guys, welcome to our channel, Wildest Facts. This is our first video on this channel and it's an interesting one because we are going to be talking about one of the most elusive big cats in the world. Leopards, they are the most widespread big cats, covering a large stretch of Africa, parts of the Middle East, and Asia, including China, India, and eastern Russia. Of all these leopards, one species stands out the most due to its rarity, the Amur leopard. So in this video we are going to take a deep dive into why these leopards are so elusive. The Amur leopard is a subspecies of leopard with a thick coat of long, dense hair varying in color from creamy yellow to rusty orange, depending on their habitat. Amur leopards in the snowier Amur River basin of Russia develop lighter coats in the winter and tend to have more cream-colored coats than their Chinese kin. Their rosettes are more widely spaced with thicker black borders than other subspecies of leopards. They also have larger legs and wider paws than other subspecies, an adaptation that facilitates movement through deep snow. Both males and females range in height between 25 to 31 inches at the shoulder and are typically 42 to 54 inches long. Their tails measure approximately 32 inches in length. Males are typically heavier at 70 to 110 pounds while females typically weigh 55 to 75 pounds. With only around 120 adults left in the wild, the Amur leopard could be the most endangered big cat on Earth. Amur leopards can survive in temperate forest and mountain regions, keeping mostly to south-facing rocky slopes in winter, where less snow accumulates. Individuals' territories can range from 19 to 120 square miles, depending upon age, sex, and prey density, the latter of which has greatly diminished in recent years, though they are on increase in protected areas. Historically, Amur leopards have been found in eastern China, southeastern Russia, and throughout the Korean peninsula. The first known documentation was a skin found by German zoologist Hermann Schlegel in 1857 in Korea. More recently, the few remaining leopards are scattered throughout approximately 1,200 square miles in the area where the borders of Russia, China, and North Korea meet the Sea of Japan. Now let's talk about its diet. The Amur leopard is a strictly carnivorous predator that primarily hunts roe and sika deer but will also eat wild boar, Manchurian wapiti, musk deer, and moose. It will opportunistically prey on hares, badgers, raccoon dogs, fowl, mice, and even young Eurasian black bears. Amur leopards normally hunt at night and need large territories to avoid competition for prey. They silently watch their prey and ambush them using a burst of energy reaching speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. They then carry and hide unfinished kills, sometimes up trees, so that they are not taken by other predators. Amur leopards reach reproductive maturity between the ages of 2 and 3 years. Females' estrus period lasts from 12 to 18 days with gestation taking approximately 90 to 95 days. Cubs are typically born from the end of March through May and weigh a little over 1 pound at birth. Like domestic cats, their eyes remain closed for about a week and they begin to crawl 12 to 15 days after birth. Young Amur leopards have been reported to remain with their mother for up to 2 years. Amur leopards have been known to live for up to 21 years in captivity, though their lifespan in the wild is typically 10 to 15 years. So, why exactly are these leopards rare and elusive in the wild? There are several reasons why they are critically endangered and we will go through all of these causes. Poaching of Amur leopards is the main threat to their survival. Despite evidence of Chinese traders illegally buying leopard skins from Russia, no skins were confiscated at borders to China until 2002 and 2003, where over 7 skins or part of skins were confiscated over a period of 14 months. Leopards are most often killed by local Russians from small villages in and around the leopard's habitat. These villagers hunt entirely illegally, they have no licenses for hunting or their guns, are not members of one of the local hunting leases, and hunt Amur leopards. In 1999, skins of poached leopards were offered $4,500 near a protected area in Russia. Another cause is forest degradation. Human-induced fires are another main threat to the survival of the Amur leopard. Setting fire to fields is a habit of rural farmers who start them for a particular purpose, such as improving fertility for livestock grazing, killing ticks and other insects, making scrap metals visible so that they can be easily collected, culling vegetation along train tracks, and stimulating fern growth. Young ferns are sold in shops, served in restaurants and also exported to China as a popular dish. Surveys using satellite images and GIS techniques revealed that on average, 19% of southwest primorye burns annually, and a total of 46% burned at least once in 6 years. Due to a long and frequent fire history, much of the land in southwest primorye has been converted from coniferous forests to open, savanna landscapes with grass, oak bushes and isolated trees that leopards seem to avoid. In the 20th century, large deer farms were built over thousands of hectares of leopard habitat. The velvet of deer antlers was sold to Asian pharmacies. However, the number of deer farms has decreased considerably since the late 1990s. Moving on to the third cause, development projects. A number of plans for economic activities in southwest primorye were developed that posed a serious threat to the Amur leopard's survival. A plan to build an oil pipeline from central Siberia through Primorye to the coast of the Sea of Japan was shelved. Another plan for an open-pit coal mine in the heart of the Amur leopard's range was not carried out following pressure from environmentalists and the Ministry of Natural Resources. The strategic location of southwest Primorye makes it more attractive for economic activities, including transport, industries, tourism, and development of infrastructure. The activity of logging itself is not a major threat, however, the use of road networks established for the transport of logs from forests increases anthropogenic pressures in unprotected leopard habitat. Prey scarcity is also a threat to the survival of Amur leopards because they share their food source with a much larger population of Amur tigers that also live in the Amur Hailong forests. Common prey such as raccoon dogs, sika deer, and wild boar are hunted poached by humans as well. Since so many animals are feeding off the same prey species, there needs to be a focus on increasing the number of prey in the region before a leopard population increase can be expected. Vladivostok also mentions that prey are scarce during snowstorms, which makes finding food especially difficult. Amur leopards struggle with other mammals, as well as Mother Nature working against their survival, therefore, they need our help to repopulate. A final threat to Amur leopard conservation is the limited number of available mates. The remaining population could disappear as a result of genetic degeneration, even without direct human influence. The levels of diversity are remarkably low, indicative of a history of inbreeding in the population for several generations, or a population bottleneck. Such levels of genetic reduction have been associated with severe reproductive and congenital abnormalities that impede the health, survival, and reproduction of some genetically diminished small populations. Cub survival has declined over time, from 1.9 cubs per one female in 1973 to 1.7 in 1984, and 1.0 in 1991. Besides a decline in natural replacement, there is a high probability of mortality for all age groups, as a result of certain diseases or direct human impact. The Amur leopard is listed in CITES Appendix I. It is stated to need better protection from illegal trade in skins and bones. In 2001, a meeting was held in Vladivostok with the aim of devising and planning management recommendations and activities needed to ensure the recovery and continued survival of the wild Amur leopard population in range countries. Chinese participants announced the creation of a new protected area in Jilin Province, the Hunchun Nature Reserve. Since 2014, Russian and Chinese biologists collaborate in transboundary monitoring of the Amur leopard population. The Amur Leopard and Tiger Alliance is an initiative of Russian and Western conservation organizations to conserve the Amur leopard and tiger, and secure a future for both species in the Russian Far East and Northeast China. ALTA operates across Northeast Asia under the guiding principle that only cooperative, coordinated conservation actions from all interested parties can save these endangered subspecies from extinction. ALTA works in close cooperation with local, regional, and federal government and non-government organizations to protect the region's biological wealth through conservation, sustainable development, and local community involvement. The Phoenix Fund and the Wildlife Conservation Society provide a local framework for implementing ALTA projects, working closely with many Russian and Chinese agencies. With regard to conservation of leopards, ALTA aims at retaining a leopard population of 35 adult females in southwest Primorye and the Jilin-Heilongjiang border region, and creating a second population of 20 adult female in the former range of the leopard. With all these conservation methods and organizations, we can hope to conserve the scarce population of leopards to a much healthy population in the coming years, as we have seen the importance and impacts these animals have on the ecosystem.
Thank you for watching till the end. Make sure you subscribe and like the video and turn on the bell notification for more informative videos like this in the future.